Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my first episode of my new series on my channel called Eyeing Not Buying. I don't know if someone else already has this name for a little series on their channel, but I'm going to use this for mine because I thought of it and I feel so clever for thinking of it because I think it's so catchy. I've been wanting to do something like this for so long, but I couldn't think of the right kind of name for it. So my name is going to be Eyeing Not Buying, and basically what I'm going to be doing is it's kind of like an anti-haul, but not really. It's just basically like some new releases. I'm going to show you them and let you know if I'm going to buy them or not. Basically, you know, eyeing them up, but maybe not buying them, you know. And I'm feeling super tech savvy because I figured out how to put little pictures up in here so everything will be there. And let's get started. The first thing that I have right here is the new, I have my phone right here so I can read it. Okay, so I have the new Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara. I don't know if this is out already, but it's $28. And to me, I'm not gonna be buying this just because I'm not really into the whole Pat McGrath thing. I get it. I know people are obsessed with her shadows, and I know I've heard that she has a great formulas, great lip liners, great lip products, great shadows, but it's just not in my budget. Even though the mascara is only $28, and I mean, that's expensive for a mascara, but it's not incredibly bad. Like, I feel like there's other high-end mascaras that are around the same price, but I'm just not looking for a new mascara, and I don't like how the wand is, to be honest. I don't really like wands that are long and skinny like that. I like more of like a curved or like a fat wand. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not gonna be buying it. So that's just kind of to me. It kind of takes a lot for me to get excited over a new mascara, and this just isn't doing it for me. The next thing we have is from MAC. Again, I don't know if this is out already, but it's the MAC Hyperreal Glow Highlighting Palette. I've seen these highlighting palettes in a few places. I saw them on Trendmood and I saw them some other places. But first of all, I'm just not really the biggest MAC fan, and it's not that I don't like MAC. I just feel like it's average makeup, and I think people hype it up too much. Now, I will say the things that I've tried from MAC are really good, but I feel like people just hype it up way too much. But at the same time, I feel like everyone is kind of over MAC, and I don't want to say that to like offend anyone or make anyone feel like, you know, like I love MAC, like we're not over it. But from my opinion and my standpoint, I mean, people still talk about it, but whenever I see people talking about MAC, it's because Patrick Starr's coming out with a new collection. It's not because people are really excited about their new stuff. I don't know, I just feel like the MAC wave is over. I feel like people who still use MAC are people who have been using MAC since 2009 and just love it and don't want to give it up. I don't really see people going out and like looking for new collections. I just feel like there's more brands who have grown and become more of a love for people, if that makes sense. So I'm just not really on the MAC train. Next we have the NARS Mosaic Blush. Okay, now this is, I have so many problems with this. One, I don't really like blush, highlighter, bronze, like mixture kind of things. It's not my thing. I feel like it's messy and I feel like you can't really get the colors you want. I'm not into mixing all the colors together and putting it on my face. That's not my thing. I don't really know anyone who is into that. I get the idea of it. I think that it would be nice for like traveling maybe. I guess if you just want to throw one thing in your bag and go, you can kind of use all of them. But I just feel like the colors would get mixed. Like, what if you want to put some highlight on, you accidentally get a little bit of blush in it, now you have like a pink stripe on your face? Or like, what if you're trying to do bronzer and like you get pink in it and now you have like pink contour? I don't get it. I think I like the idea of it, and it's $48. Please tell me why I would spend $48 on a powder that's a bunch of rainbow colors. Tell me why. Next we have these eyeshadow quads from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm not sure when they come out, but I know they release sometime for spring. I'm not into it. I'm not an eyeshadow quad person to begin with. I just prefer to have a whole palette. I'm not a single shadow person, hence why I literally have like 2 single shadows. This is my Z palette. I have this random blush from Ofra that I never use that I got in a BoxyCharm, and I have these 2 MAC shadows, and that's literally it. And the only reason I have these is because I didn't have a lime green like this, and this orange shade is so pretty. You can't tell on camera, but it has like a pink gold shift to it, but I never use it because I'm just not a single shadow person. And I think these shadows could be as pretty as it can be, but I'm just not into it. And honestly, I feel like the shadows are like, I think they're $42 for the quad. If you can get a whole palette for $45, I think these are like the big ones, $45 for all of these colors, why would I ever buy a quad for almost the same price? And I'm just not that into the colors. I find them to be kind of boring. I feel like with makeup now, I personally have not gotten excited about an eyeshadow palette in a long time. I have not bought an eyeshadow palette in a long time. The only like eyeshadow palette that I was kind of excited for was the Jeffree Star, the Alien palette, and my friend bought that for me. So I didn't even buy it myself, and it's not even so much that I was excited for the colors. I just liked the fact that it was alien and the packaging and everything. So I feel like just at this point in makeup, I feel like every color has been done. I feel like everything has just been overdone, and it's kind of about formulas at this point. And to be honest, I have a decent amount of eyeshadow palettes. I probably have, I'm looking at my drawer right here full of them. I probably have about a good 30 palettes, and I feel like I have every eyeshadow that I need, if that makes sense. Like there's no color that I feel like, wow, I really don't have this color. Any kind of look that I want to do, I have right here. So I just really don't get excited for eyeshadow palettes anymore. And I know that's sad because, you know, eyeshadow palettes are such an important thing in makeup, but I just don't get excited over them anymore. Let me know if anyone else feels the same way that I do. Next, we have the Jeffree Star and Morphe brushes and sponges. Now, my thing with this collection is that I feel like, again, I kind of have all the brushes I need, and I know that it released, I think it released today actually that I'm filming this, and I think I missed the release. If I would have known when it was, I wanted to get, they have a blending brush for the eyeshadow and then a highlighter brush. I wanted to get just 2 of them. I don't want to get the whole set because I have a foundation brush that I really like. This is the Luxie 532 Round Top Blender. This is my favorite foundation brush ever. I love this. It blends everything in so perfectly. Literally, I used to be a beauty blender ass girl, and as soon as I got this brush, I started using it, and I literally have not used anything else to blend out my foundation besides this brush since I got it for like about 2 months now. I got this in my December Boxy Luxe. So ever since then, I have not used anything else for my foundation. This is so good. So I kind of don't need another foundation brush. And then the spoolie, I have 1, 2, I have a third one right here too. I have 3 just sitting in front of me. I really don't need another one. And then with the sponges, I feel like I can get sponges from anywhere. If I want a Morphe sponge, I can just go to Ulta and get a Morphe sponge. I do like that it's pink though. I thought that was cute, but it's just not something that I'm super into, but I really do like the collection. If I had all the money in the world, I probably would buy it more as like a collector's kind of thing, because I do think the brushes and everything are cute, but it's not a necessity for me. Next, we have the Tarte Dewy Skin Cream. It doesn't say on here how much it is. Okay, it's gonna be $68. Ooh, girl. Let me tell you, I have tried the Tarte Dewy Skin Mist before. One of my friends had it, and I tried it when I worked at Sephora. I used to like go over and like spray it on my face. So I've tried it before, and I got the Tarte Dewy Skin masks in my BoxyCharm, and actually you can drain the serum out of the masks after you're finished using them and kind of use them as a little spritzer like the Dewy Skin Mist kind of thing. So I did that, and I love the way that it makes my skin look, and I know that this cream is going to be absolutely fantastic. Like I just know that it's gonna be so good. But here's the thing, I don't have $68 to drop on a cream. I just don't. So I'm not gonna be getting this, but same kind of thing. If I was rich, I would be getting it, bet. Next, we have the Born This Way foundation powder. Now, I think this is a good idea. It doesn't have the price on here, but because I just think it's too early for them to have a price out. But I do think that this is a good idea, and I do think that it's going to be a really good product. I'm just not personally that into foundation powders, so I don't see why I would ever buy it. But if I was into that kind of thing, I think it's going to be good because I've heard the foundation's really good. I've tried the concealer one time, liked it. I got a sample of it at Sephora, and I really did like it. Same thing with the foundation. I tried it from a sample, and I liked it. I just can't bring myself to buy the price tag because, you know, your girl broke, but that's fine. But I'm just not into foundation powders, but I feel like if you really like that heavy like duty makeup, I think you could really like this. I feel like it's gonna be good. I have good vibes. Next, we have everything from the Kylie Valentine's Day collection. I think the collection already dropped, but Valentine's Day hasn't happened yet, so I'm including this. I'm not gonna be getting anything from the Kylie collection. I do like Kylie Cosmetics. Now I have a few lip products from them. I really like her, but I'm not gonna get anything from the collection. I really have been eyeing up the high glosses that are in like the clear packaging. They're like shorter and fatter than the original ones. I'm wearing the Kylie gloss literally right now. So I do like her gloss formula, but I'm just not into it. I think with Kylie, I feel like they just do so many releases that I feel like they don't focus on the quality of things anymore. I think when they first started, when they did their initial launch, I actually have one of her lip products from her initial launch. This is in Dolce K. This is the first one, first launch. I was on the website. I was one of the ones, and you can see that it's like beat up right there, beat up. But I think when they initially launched, they got so much backlash for just, I don't know, inconsistencies and things like that. So I think they really took the time to focus on the quality of it. But then I think they realized that people were gonna keep buying no matter what, just because it's Kylie Cosmetics. So then I think they kind of decided that we should just keep doing all these launches because the money's not gonna be coming in like this forever. Like, let's face it, like Kylie's not gonna be as famous as she is right now forever. And I don't think the brand is going to keep making the money like it is forever. So I think they're just trying to push out as many launches as they can. I kind of feel the same way with ColourPop, but I love ColourPop, so that's different. But I feel like it's the same kind of thing where they're just doing so many launches because they know they can make the money from it and people are going to buy it. But I think with Kylie, I think sometimes they forget to focus on the quality of things. I think they're more of a quantity versus quality situation, and I really was eyeing up the eyeshadow palette. I'm not even gonna lie, because that palette was nice, but then I saw some reviews of it and I saw that it really wasn't up to par with her other ones that she had come out with when she first started her brand, so I was kind of like, eh. But I will say the palette is beautiful. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about is this new Jouer blush palette. Does it have a real name for it? I think it's just the D'Amour 6 shade blush palette. I don't know. Jouer. I don't speak French. I don't know what you want from me. But I'm just not into it. I'm not a big blush palette person. I feel like I have my few blushes that I use, and that's kind of it. I think a blush palette would be useless to me just because I know I wouldn't get use out of all of the shades from it. And even the shades in the palette are kind of a little too hot pink for me. I prefer a shade that's a little bit more like toned down. I don't really like hot pink or dark pink blushes. I kind of like something that's more in like the nude, like peachy, like warm tone side. I feel like these are very like in your face blush, and that's not really my thing. So I'm not really super into that, but I've heard that Jouer's blush formula is really good. So if I ever was to try one of their blushes, I'd probably try one of the ones, I think they were duos. They came out a few months ago to a year ago. I think they were duos and they had like a white packaging. If I can figure out what I'm talking about, I will put a picture of it up here, but I would try those out. But the palette, not into it. Let me know if you're into this series. I'm gonna try to do them once a month just to kind of, you know, update everyone on the new makeup that's going on. And I'm super happy that I'm a tech savvy girl now. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.